Hi, y'all. So I am going to bed early, really early. I think it's like 6:30 or 7. So it's really early. I don't feel really well. I don't feel bad, but I don't feel right. I think I'm probably a little dehydrated. I am working on that. And I'm just going to get a really good night's sleep and start tomorrow. I have 2 days off. So it's a good time to just go, ugh. And yeah. So anyway, that's it. I did my walk this morning and all that stuff. So I'm golden. And today is Monday. So anyway, that's it for now. Talk to you later. Hey there. So it is Tuesday night and I kind of just flubbed around all day. I did get a walk in eventually. I got a really good sleep in the morning though, because the sun just was behind clouds all day. It was actually 68 degrees here, which is like absolutely unheard of. So, wow. So anyway, so I just relaxed all day, but I kind of needed it. But I did do some things, but it wasn't very organized. I just am feeling a little scattered. And so I've got to dig back into some things. And I'm not beating myself up about it because I've just done what I need to do, but I'm also not happy with where I am, so I'm going to change it, if that makes sense. Okay. So, yeah, if you don't like where you are, change something. That's what I'm going to do. Anyway, so I did sign up for a Tony Robbins coaching with having an evaluation. It's a free coaching, and then I'm going to decide whether I want to do that a little further or not. And we will see. We will see. But I'm thinking that having that somebody to hold me accountable for a while would be really good. Really good. So anyway, that's it for now. Yeah, I've got to dig back into this, or I'm going to lose momentum. In fact, I think I've lost some already because I'm just spread a little too thin. Because I've got the Project Next thing. I had the Russell Brunson thing, but then that was just to fill a gap. So I've dropped that but I don't feel good about dropping it because I signed up for it and I paid for it and yeah, blah, blah, blah. But it was only like $30 or so. And so anyway, yeah, I've just got to go through this and figure it out and figure out what I need to do. So, okay, that's where I am right now. So I'm uncomfortable, but I'm trying to lean into that uncomfortable and not run away from that uncomfortable, which is not what I usually do, or not what I had done in the past. But now I am going to do differently. I am going to lean in and I'm going to figure it out. So, yeah. So anyway, and I still have to go back and watch all those stuff. And I still have to get last week's thing posted. So I gotta get some stuff done. Anyway, okay, I'll talk to you guys later. Love you guys. Bye for now. Wow, I had a really productive day today. I dug in and did like my own version of a Janning session. And I worked last week's video and this week's video. And I had taken a lot of notes in the videos along the way. And also just listened to what I was saying. And I compiled that into my Janning, which part of Janning is celebrating what you've done and that kind of stuff. So I was able to do that. Also, I had a really big win with something last week that I didn't talk about. I put it in my video, but I didn't talk about, which was a real turning point for me. celebrating things as being just essential. And it's something that was said by Jenna Kutcher, who is an Instagram goddess. She's a mega business person who does Instagram and is just wonderful. And anyway, one of the things that she says that she is always poking like Dean Graziosi and Tony Robbins about, and Russell Brunson and all those people, is they're saying what they accomplished, and she said, "Oh, how did you celebrate that?" And so she's always poking them. And something occurred to me when I went by that hydrant. You've seen it last week. Something really like got in there. If you don't consistently celebrate the wins that you are winning, instead of just moving on to the next task at hand or moving on to the next goal, you're kind of ignoring your ego at your own peril, if that makes sense. Okay, so if I didn't acknowledge myself for how far I've come since I started this journey, and I would just feel like I was on a treadmill. In fact, the last time I did this, that's exactly what I did. I just kept on buckling down on myself and insisting. And that is not what I'm going to do this time, because this is better for your emotional health. And your emotional health drives your success, period. I think it's Tony. Well, I know Tony has said it, but I don't know if he's the first one. Tony says that 80% of any business venture is all the psychology. It's all that. And 20% is the mechanics of it. And so I've got to work on that part. So anyway, I am committed to creating small wins. Like when I go by that hydrant in the morning, if I walk that way, I always tap it, like high five, like, hey, I know you. And it's just one of those things that just brings you joy. And when you're celebrating those wins, it's just really great. This morning, I did my celebration, which is the end of my Fabulous in 14 that I do. I celebrated it in the house, and I was really loud about it. And it was great because I had a great day. And I got exactly what I imagined this morning out of this day, because I really went all out. So yeah, this is it's actually a really big deal. And who knew that celebrating could be such a big deal? Oh, and another thing that I've instituted is every night at 8:00, I play my Celebrate Good Times. Come on. I do it every night. I do. And it's fun. And I play it. And I just have an alarm, and it goes off, and it's big fun. And so anyway, I'm really excited about that. And anyway, that's it for tonight. Great day. Got a bunch of things done, got things scheduled, because there are 4 parts. You get your dream, your goal, right? And I'm going to have trouble remembering these right now off the top of my head. By gum. I'm going to go look. I'll be back. Okay, so they are decide, commit, resolve, and schedule. And those first 3 things are very lovely, but until you do that 4th thing, it won't become reality. It just won't. You either have to take immediate action or schedule that action so that it happens. So anyway, yeah, I've got all of the things that were kind of hanging fire. I haven't gotten them all in my schedule, but I have created a system that I can check on them. I've got them in an appointment on Sunday, and I will be looking at it again every Sunday. And I've got a big black bold S in front of everything that I've scheduled. And eventually those will become check marks, you see. And then we'll go from there. And we'll do another whole group of them. Anyway, so that's it for now. And I love you guys. We'll talk to you tomorrow. So, bye. Hi, how are you guys? Anyway, yeah, it's like probably a minute or so past midnight at this point. Had a really difficult day at work. It wasn't like, it was mentally taxing because there were a whole bunch of things that I didn't know how to do, and right along with work, everybody is so nice, but I'm not learning what I need to know to work independently. And part of that is because somebody will swoop in and do it for me, and I need them to not do that. I need them to just explain and let me do it. Do you know what I mean? But they're doing it. They're being really nice. I mean, you know what I mean? But I've got to know what I'm doing. Like tonight, I was completely by myself at the store, and and it wasn't good. It really wasn't good. So anyway, okay, that's about that. And so I came home and kind of crashed, but I did get a lot done today. I worked on my rewrite of my chapter that I'm going to be publishing, my MS story, and sorry, it's really late. And I had a really good day, and I got reading done, and I am really into listening to my books now. And the thing that got me hooked was I've been listening to this book that Matthew McConaughey wrote called Green Lights. But what makes it really fun is listening to him read it. So, yeah. Anyway, so I'm just really in love with the whole app, and it's so much easier, and I can like listen to that while I do other things. So it's that whole no extra time, net time. Yeah. Anyway, all right, then that's kind of it for today. I'm sorry, but I am like scattered. So I won't keep you any longer. Love you guys so much. Talk to you later. Good evening. I am so excited. I've really worked on my manifesto tonight. I really got it done. And well, I got like the best rough draft of it, and I'm really thinking through ideas to cut it down and trim it down. So, you want to be able to say it in like a minute. You don't want it to go on and on and on and on. I'm finding that I have some themes that are repeated throughout, and I'm going to see if I can't pull them all into just one place where I say the same thing. So I talk about being a heart-centered servant leader a lot in all the different, I've got different areas that I'm qualifying and explaining in this, and in that I keep on saying that. So I could just kind of find a way to say it once. Yeah. Anyway, and yeah, and I got some really exciting stuff done, and it's a little different, but I really love it. And yeah, so that was great. I had a really weird experience today. It was just so great. It's like a total God wink. My friends and I refer to God winks when it seems like God just plans it out for you, right? Okay, so I went to work at 12 o'clock. I worked. I worked till 5. I came out at 5 o'clock, well, five, like quarter after, and my front tire is flat on the driver's side. So, yeah. So anyway, but think about this. It wasn't flat when I drove there this morning. So it got flat sitting there in the parking lot, which is amazing because I got to work unimpeded. You know, it didn't present a problem till after my work, which is, you know, of all the situation, that's great. And then guess what is right next to our spa? An oil change and tire change place. So I just walked over and I said, hey, I got a flat tire. And we just worked it all out. I paid the money for 4 new tires. I needed 4 new tires. So I just took care of it. And yeah. And so I just went forward with it. Anyway, and so it was good. I took an Uber home. I'm going to take an Uber to work again tomorrow and then pick up my car, which is right there. So it's just great. It makes me laugh. It was so easy, you know? Yeah. And you know, that's the kind of stuff that would have really kind of upset me before. So I just really love it. It would have been like, oh, another thing to deal with. Right. But you know, all of these things that God puts in front of us are ways to help us grow. And I was talking about this with somebody at work today and just saying, you know, I know that we're uncomfortable, but this is how, I didn't say it like I was preaching, like I'm saying it to you right now. But I just said, isn't it amazing how God puts us in situations so we can grow and learn. And I kind of talked a little bit about what I thought I should be learning. And then she was able to share some things as well, this person that I was working with. And so it was a really good moment. And I'll share what I think I'm learning. I am a bit intimidated with our new spa director. I don't think she's trying to be intimidating. I'm just intimidating, just to make it really clear, right? And so this is something that I'm going to lean into and work on. So it's not going to necessarily be comfortable, but I tell you what, that your growth is on the other side of your discomfort usually. So here I go. So we're gonna go through it and get it done. So anyway, and the one really big fiasco with closing a transaction yesterday, we fixed today, and it wasn't. I messed up, but it wasn't like uncorrectable. I had just done a few things wrong. I had seen it. When I first looked at it, I had seen it correctly. And that was kind of what that was the thing that was actually kind of freaking me out in the back of my head. Because I was wondering if it was one of my cognitive things coming up. And yeah. So it's a little dance with your perceptions, because you want to be aware of what might throw you off. But you don't want to dwell on what might throw you off, because that's just going to send you straight towards it, right? So anyway, so it was a really good day, and I will talk to you later. I don't want to hold you too long. So anyway, I love you guys. All right, happy Friday. Hey, happy Saturday. It was sure a long day. I worked from 2 o'clock till close, so 7 hours. Woo. Well, half an hour lunch in there. Anyway, it's been a big week. I had three, this many. I had 3 long shifts this week, and I managed pretty well. So that's really good. So the only thing that I have still going on, I thought I had managed that. There. I'll just keep my head down a little bit. So I try to manage the glare on my glasses. Anyway, I thought I had it managed. Anyway, I can come over here a little bit. There. Anyway, there. That's funny. Well, anyway, so yeah, I really got off track, didn't I? Okay, so I had 3 long shifts. It was really great. And I am just plowing through things. I'm finishing my manifesto this weekend. It's really close. I have to trim a lot of fat off of it, and I've thought of a way to combine it in a very different way, and I like it a lot. But it just needs some more editing. So I've got that to do tomorrow, and then I have I've got to pick music to go with that, and I've got this video to edit tonight so that I can do my Janet. In fact, you know what I'm going to do, because I've got some really big projects, because that's not the only thing that I've got. Okay, the other thing that I have is the outline for the book, and I've gotten some really good ideas. It's just going to take me some time. Oh, pardon me. Oh, it's going to take me some time to flesh them out. So I think I've got that nailed, but I'm working on it. So yeah. So I am gonna do, instead of trying to do my Janning on Sunday, which is when I would usually do it, I'm gonna flip that time over to what I need to get done instead, and still do the worship that I do every Sunday, because I get a lot of strength from that, and I get a lot of forward motion and just good juju all around. So yeah, so I mean, it still is remarkable to me. I did not complain about this on my channel because you have to focus on what you want, not what you don't want. And I didn't want to talk about the back pain that I was in all the time, but I could barely move around, and you would see me sitting doing these videos because it didn't hurt to do that. It didn't hurt me to do that. But I was in a position 2 months ago, not even July 17, so just a month ago, where rolling over in bed was painful, let alone getting up and going to the bathroom in the morning. That's where I was. That's how much pain I was in. And this, and praise God, that it's just so different now. And I'm a Christian, so praise Jesus, but I don't want you to feel like I'm very open-minded religiously. I'm just letting you know what my beliefs are. Okay? So, anyway. But, yeah, I mean, a month of being pain-free and being able to move around, and it wasn't just, I was holding myself, I don't know if I can even explain it, but I was holding myself tightly so that I wouldn't make a wrong move, because when I would move my back in an incorrect way, I would have a spasm, and it would be debilitating, and it would cause me to shout out. It was so painful, like, ah, you know, like, but loud, you know, but there didn't seem to be any solution. Anyway, I'm just so grateful that I'm healed. And it came about through the Tony Robbins seminar and doing some Pete Agoscu, and I may pop up the picture of it again, but this book, I'm telling you, you don't have to, if you can follow it yourself, and you can find some solutions for your back pain if you want to. You can also go to and I'll try to find what their website is, but you can get a diagnosis and they call it a menu of exercises, and they make a menu specifically for you and your body's needs. I'm about to do this myself because it's really time. It really is time to make it happen so that I can do even better. Yeah. And so anyway, but I'll put those two things up, and they can give you a menu of exercises, and you will be better. I also had a friend. The reason that I knew about this already before Tony Robbins even introduced it to me is I had a friend who I used to work with at SUNY Fredonia when I was a voice teacher. And he was one of the accompanists that would come in, and his name was Art. And he was the one that first told me about this and told me that it's the reason that he could play the piano again. Because he had been so crippled by what was going on with his body that he couldn't move the way he needed to. And here he had this second wind of beautiful music playing and just participating and just being a wonderful mentor to these young singers and everything. And he did that all, not with going into their, I mean, you can go in and get treated, yes, but he did it all himself with the book at home. And the book is like, I don't know, $15. So if you are in pain and you would like, I mean, it's completely benign, okay? And the one thing I know about MS is that sometimes we attribute every single pain to MS, and sometimes that's not it. I know a lot of what was going on with me was because I was sedentary, and my body was reacting to being sedentary, right? And so anyway, I just want to I'll just reiterate that again, and I'll put it in here, but I'm going to let you guys go. It's Saturday night, and I'm happy to be finishing up my week and praising God. And I've actually stopped. I had a Joel's service from last week playing because I just needed to hear it again. And but I stopped to do this with you guys. I love you guys. I will talk to you later. Take good care of yourself and take good care of each other. Have a good weekend.
Made to look